Hi, I'm Annie Ulichny, and I want to thank you so much for joining in for some meditation practice today. I feel compelled to talk about research that's been coming out now, the link between COVID and meditation and mindfulness practices. If you are a meditator or practice mindfulness in all of the variety of ways that we have been practicing together or finding other practices on your own for mindfulness type practices. If you are a regular practitioner and you had COVID, what they're finding is your symptoms were less severe and you were more easily able to rebound back into good health as a result of meditation and mindfulness practices. And that's significant. And it means that meditation and mindfulness can be something that we incorporate into our day in an intentional way that doesn't have to be incredibly time-consuming, but it can have a very powerful impact on our health, on healing if we are sick, on being able to get better sleep. There are many, many benefits. Most people come to mindfulness because they feel overwhelmed or anxious and they want to quiet their mind. They need to feel more relaxed. But actually, when you start to feel those benefits of relaxation by calming the nervous system down, calming down the inner critic, the inner voice, at the same time that you're calming things down, you're elevating the immune system and all of the benefits of the nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system, are engaged for regulation, homeostasis, keeping us in balance, keeping us into better health. So I really encourage you to find at least 5 minutes a day to offer yourself some kind of mindfulness and meditation practice that really resonates for you, that you really enjoy. And you are doing a wonderful thing for your own health every day that you do it. So we're going to use a couple of practices that are also designed to release stress, signal to the nervous system, to engage the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest, digest, and heal response, to engage that response so that our immune system is functioning properly and all of the other residual benefits that come from engaging the rest, digest part of the nervous system. One of the very first things that we'll do is shaking our hands like this. And this may seem like kind of a silly thing. How can this possibly have a benefit? Our hands work overtime. Our hands are one of the very first things, I know I can speak for myself, this is true. Our hands are one of the first ways that we start to show and exhibit to ourselves and to the world that we've been activated by our nervous system's stress response in some way. So the overthinking and the anxiety, sometimes we can start to notice that we're being activated simply by the agitation in our hands before we even get to that overwhelm or anxiety. So this kind of shaking out of the hands, like we're shaking water off of our fingers, is an excellent way to start to release this stress response, release the fight or flight activation in the nervous system, and start to just calm down. We can do that hand shaking anywhere where we have a few minutes. Now place your hands on your lap. We can close our eyes so that it helps us to even come more completely into the feeling sense, the tingling, alive sense that we might start to experience now running through our fingers. Really go slowly and carefully feeling the experience of the fingers, this tingling, shimmery kind of a quality through the knuckles. Really scan through one finger at a time, different parts of the hands. So we're really now bringing our focus into this aliveness, our mind's ability to focus. We can really invest in ourselves here and bringing our mind's ability to focus into our hands, through our palms, through our forearms, noticing the sensations. That activated sensation through shaking, we can now feel it as it cascades down from our hands, down through our arms. Maybe we could feel it in our shoulders. We can get our shoulders to relax just a little bit more. We can start to feel through the rest of the body, noticing that this tingling just by shaking is starting to have an impact on the rest of the body here. And we'll also explore some tapping. Again, another signal that we can do for ourselves through these self-regulating techniques by tapping. This is a signal we're sending, this tapping through the forehead, through the temples, on top of the head. Feel the sensations of your hands against your head. And if you notice we're caught in thought, or we're circling around thoughts or worries or something that is coming up later today, just let that go and come, just stay here now with me for a few minutes. Just stay here. Feeling this patterned tapping right along your skull, your forehead, down to the back of your neck. Down along from the nape of the neck to up and down the back of the neck to the front, the throat. We hold a lot of stress in our throat. Gentle tapping with an attitude of kindness, like we're doing something really great for ourselves right now, because we are. Coming back to ourselves with kindness. Come up through the jaw and the cheeks and the eyebrows. And then we can, again, take our hands, place them on our laps. You can have your palms up if that feels comfortable and good for you, or down. Breathing in and out of the nose. And feeling the sensations of the tapping. I feel more of a cooling kind of a sensation through the skull and through the back of my neck actually right now. Notice if you feel somewhere in your face, your forehead, that there's been just some release of tension and tightness. Maybe you've had a long week of work, a long day, something going on in your personal life that's just been looping around in your thoughts. We can just let that go to the background and take care of ourselves right now. Come back to our own bodies, an own sense of everything is okay. In this moment, just in this moment, there's no problem. I'm okay. I'm safe. I can care for myself in this moment. in a deeply significant way. So with our eyes closed, breathing in and out of the nose, I'd like us to imagine that we're going to fill our whole body up with the breath. And the breath is coming through the skin of our body and filling up every single cell in our body. So it'll be a long inhale and an even longer exhale and release. So the inhale will be very intentionally slow as we fill everything up. So let's fill everything up. So we're moving from the envelope of our skin to within the trillions of cells in our body, like we're glowing lights, putting lights deeply within us in the trillions of cells. Every single cell has a little light in it. We're filling every single cell up on the in-breath. We're lighting ourselves up in our mind's eye with our creative ability to imagine and bring focus to that, to deeply within ourselves. It's a very slow, intentional inhale, and then a very slow, intentional, caring, soft release on the exhale. Release, and you could almost feel like your body is sinking down. Stress might be melting away and down underneath you as we stabilize here. Again, reaffirming everything is okay right here in this moment. There are no problems right now. We're going to take another one of those breaths in, so you're filling up the trillions of cells. We could imagine in our mind's eye, using our best sense of creativity, filling everything up on the inhale. Every single cell in our body has a wise intelligence, and we're touching in on all of it. Inhaling, inhaling, inhaling. Releasing, caring, kind, releasing, exhaling, exhaling. Elongate the exhale. Press every bit of air out of the lung as we release any stress. Move into softness and lightness and openness. And then allow the breath to breathe itself. Noticing with our eyes still closed this sense of tingling, shimmery, electrical quality within us. Feeling safe, feeling well, balanced, restored. Our nervous system is regulated to rest, to fully digest, and to fully heal and nourish. Give yourselves a small bit of time every day to heal, to nourish, for your best well-being through these types of practices. I thank you for your time and the privilege of joining for some practice today.